Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, First Eps is back. We're talking monsters here today. We watched Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. He's doing hand monsters. Yeah. This is a thing we do now.
Shadow puppets. If we turn the lights off, you can see the shadow. It's a monarch.
Pretend the lights are off.
It's a monster.
And we're shirtless. My name is Eric.
I'm Keith.
And this is First Eps.
I'm just shirtless.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of First Eps. Today, we're talking monsters. We're talking Godzilla. We're talking King Kong. We're talking Mothra.
Oh, yeah.
All the classics.
Yeah.
Because we watched Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. It's a new show on Apple TV+.
Right. We actually saw one of those three, which we'll talk about.
Yeah. I mean, we saw a giant spider.
I guess so, yeah.
Does that have a name? Does that spider have a name, you think?
I don't think so. No,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a new show that I was excited to check out. It's set in the, it's in the Monster Universe.
What's it on again?
Apple TV Plus.
TV, right, okay.
Starring Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell, which is another cool thing that, they're, I guess, we haven't seen both of the pair yet,
right.
But it's being advertised as the two of them in the show, Wyatt playing the younger version of Kurt, which is cool.
Kurt, exactly.
But yeah, so before we get into that,
right,
it's been a couple weeks. Let's catch them up. What have we been up to? Anything exciting?
Not really.
No, you've been vacationing still. We're prepping for Thanksgiving's coming up
very soon. Yeah,
yeah. We're prep for that.
Oh yeah, I guess we went to New York the one weekend. That's right. I wasn't there last week. I was where were we?
New York,
went to see some family and friends. Yeah,
Broadway.
Yeah, went to Broadway show.
Times Square.
Well, we didn't go to Times Square. No.
You went to all the places.
Yeah. That the little people dream of going.
Yep. And I was just at home, just whittling wood, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, but
pining for your return.
Right. And finally, it's happening.
Finally, we're back. We're here together talking monsters.
I love monsters. Yeah.
I really had to twist your arm into watching this one, and I'm excited to hear your review. So yeah, what we do on the show, we watch the first episode of a new series. We're going to talk about that first episode, so there will be spoilers for that first episode. If you don't want to hear those spoilers, fast forward 20 minutes.
Right, or cover your ears for 20 minutes.
Yeah, cover your ears for 20 minutes.
Right.
Just watch us.
Yeah,
or if you're listening, close your eyes too.
And then just hear our sweet, sweet voices. No, but they're going to cover their ears,
Yeah, they're cover their ears, too.
Wow.
Just sensory deprivation.
That's great.
And it'll take you to another level.
And then when they unplug and open their eyes, they'll be,
bam,
where am I? What?
Yeah, we're front and center, shirtless.
Again. Yeah. That's a theme today. Which is funny, because there was no shirtlessness in this show.
Yeah, that lacked. That was one of my points.
Yeah, you wanted to see at least one shirtless individual.
I took off points for, fully shirted people. All right, so let's talk about the first episode. So it starts out, John Goodman. I was surprised to see him. He was running from this giant spider.
Right.
Find out, he's reprising his role from the King Kong movies.
Okay.
Which I wasn't sure how, intricate this whole thing was. If it was all one big giant thing. So King Kong, Godzilla, interconnected.
All
now
the same world you see.
Yeah, it's all canonical in this world.
Right.
What do you think of the spider? Cool?
I mean, big. It looked like a large daddy long legs.
Yeah, long legs.
Yeah.
Very long legs. Definitely someone's daddy.
Yeah.
But huge surprise. So he's running, gets to this cliff. What's below him? A giant crab.
Wow. Yep.
Which then fights off the spider, a la every Jurassic Park movie.
Yes, and they tumble into the ocean together, and Jack Goldman survives.
He survives
for another moment.
You think that's been done too much? The one monster then comes and saves the people from the other monster.
I mean, I don't know.
T-Rex does it all the time.
I didn't see it coming this time, though.
No, you didn't.
Well, I only remember T-Rex during the Jurassic Park 1 movie. Did it do it a lot more than the first movie?
Yeah, I think it kept doing it every time. You don't like crab, to eat it.
I don't. Yes.
Me, when I saw that, I was
ooh, good
licking my lips.
So you're on the side of the spider.
Yeah,
you want
the spider would win. We would have a nice old-fashioned country boil. And John Goodman's holding a duffel bag, and he chucks it in the water. And that will come to, it'll play out later in the show.
Yep.
So, a fishing boat does come along at some point, fishes that bag out of the water.
No, they didn't know it. They fished.
Yeah.
And then the bag was among the fish. Amongst the fish.
The fish. Bam. Credits. We got our opening credits.
Dun, dun, dun,
Average.
dun, dun,
Not
dun,
as cool.
dun.
Average credits.
Yeah.
Well, nothing animated, just like pictures of things.
I mean, I kind of liked
Could have
it.
done better. Warning signs.
Yeah, it was kind of like a 50s montage of images.
Okay, sure. All right, so then we move to 2015, the year. Kate is flying to
Not Kate Hudson.
Tokyo. Not Kate Hudson, not Kate Blanchett.
But just Kate.
Just a regular Kate.
Okay, all right.
She's flying to Tokyo. And, like, we're seeing... They never come out and we don't see, like, a Godzilla or whatever. But, like... They want us to know that this is a world where monsters live because there's all these different precautions they take.
They emerge.
And and it's just like
they come on the plane, they spray like decontaminating spray right in their faces. They don't wear masks, but they're just spraying the spray.
Because that maybe it only affects monsters.
Oh, I still think I would wear a mask if they're going to be spraying my body. Yeah.
So she's going to Tokyo to like deal with family business. She says her father passed away, so she's going to, deal with that.
Got the apartment there. She's going to go check it out and see what's there to help mom.
She goes into said apartment, pictures on the wall of her father. She starts getting a little emotional. All of a sudden, another older woman and a younger man come out and like, what are you doing here? Freaking out.
Yeah. And she's like, what are you doing here?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Secret family.
Right? Of course. Yeah.
Love a good secret family story.
Right, yeah. And they hit us over the head with it with the first 10 minutes. I didn't see it coming, but I loved it.
Love it.
And obviously, she and her stepbrother or half-brother are getting into it already.
Yeah.
There's this little, this sexual tension happening.
Will they, won't they?
Maybe not that. But the point was that, yeah, kind of like different personalities.
Yeah, what's your favorite secret family movie?
Well, this is a deep cut.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can think of it on the top of my head.
Probably 2019's Lifetime, My Secret Family. That's got to exist, right?
I'm not probably. They're more of the mystery channels. Yeah.
Lifetime has at least probably a dozen secret family movies.
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't think I can tell you one of those movies. What are some ones that come up in your mind? Besides Lifetime?
So then there's 2021's Lifetime movie, A Secret to Die For.
Right.
And then 2023's Lifetime movie,
recent
very
one.
recent.
With Lacey Sherbet.
Lacey Sherbet. Rainbow Sherbet. Called My Other Wife Is a Car. And it's about a secret life with a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next scene.
We're back. We're back to the
1959.
All right, now this
Kazakhstan.
So see, if you lost us there in that little, we also got a little lost here. What happened?
Yeah, I looked down.
Yeah.
Didn't know there was a time jump.
Right. They looked phenomenal from 1950s. So we weren't sure if it was older or if it was more recent.
Right. But then we got Anders Holm and then Wyatt Russell.
Making a big debut.
And some woman who's not as famous.
We don't know her.
Yeah. Maybe in certain circles.
Right. We don't know her.
We don't know her. Yes. But they're like driving to explore this like irradiated area. So they're looking for monsters or whatever.
Right.
They come to find out that so there's people that live there, and they say that it's just they describe it as a fairy tale that there's no radiation and it's just to keep people out, which when they do then find is true.
Great.
So they get to this area.
So it's like an old. The people are, they said like the people are there. They're hunting. They're trying to keep this place protected.
Yeah.
Next scene, the scientists that we just saw go in or start blowing things up.
Yes, exactly.
Which I was like, really?
Yeah.
They were trying to protect this area, and you're just blowing everything up.
Just go in there and nimbly bimbly, just three assholes.
Which was a little weird,
there.
Right? They really didn't describe it. They just started doing it.
All of a sudden, there's these charges going off.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, they didn't have. I don't think they had like a giant thing of like dynamite that they were using out there.
Huge explosions, right? Like ripping through like cement.
Professionally placed and charged explosions in an area that they claim to have monsters. That part was a little weird.
Yeah.
So we go back to 2015 now, and she's leaving from the apartment that she was at.
She doesn't want to know more about it. Her dad, she's mad at her dad. She's got to get out of there. She wants to meet this new family.
She is PO'd, as they say.
And then she's walking out with her head held high in her suitcase. What happens?
An alarm starts going off. The GED.
You keep talking as I'm doing this.
Oh, okay. It was just like a cat's really hungry. No, this is the Godzilla early detection alarm goes off, and they all get shepherded into like a subway kind of situation.
They did like the Godzilla sign on, which I found quite amusing.
Godzilla signs. It's just like a picture of Godzilla and then an arrow pointing down,
and so that's where you got to run.
See, I would see that and I would think Godzilla's down there.
Oh, right. So you would have run the opposite
maybe they
way.
put like one of those circles with the line over Godzilla.
No Godzilla down.
And
that's why you know like it's Godzilla safe. Godzilla
Godzilla friendly. There. I mean, no. So anyway, they're sitting down there, and she has like a flashback, like a PTSD episode where she remembers the year prior, Godzilla attacked San Francisco. I think this was in one of the movies. So
she the girl from the movies then?
I think so. I don't know. I don't remember the movies. They're all a blur.
Okay.
I don't know.
So those scenes we saw, because they flashed back to a scene in San Francisco, was that from the actual movie?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you know out there, let us know.
Yeah.
Because, I've seen them all. I couldn't tell you what happened in the last one.
Okay.
Yeah. I know there's because there was one Godzilla fought King Kong in one of the recent ones, which is really good.
Did Godzilla ever fight Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers?
Oh, not yet.
Right? That could be a good one, too, like a real mashup.
Yeah, who would win that battle?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Now, is it just a regular-sized Jason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And a big, giant Godzilla.
Yeah.
Does Godzilla sleep?
I don't know.
Because then Freddy Krueger could come in there and start fucking with shit, too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I mean, does he know? But does Freddy Krueger know like how to like scare
Godzilla monsters?
Yeah, like is it this like? Are they afraid of like industrial complexes?
Maybe they're afraid.
They tear through them.
Yeah,
I don't know. That would be a great battle. What about 3-on-1?
3-on-1. Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger versus Godzilla.
I was gonna say Freddie Mercury, but
Freddie Mercury and Michael Myers, the actor. And Jason
Balboa.
Jason Momoa. Versus I don't know. Write in, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
We'll put it on X. We'll
on X. Wait, I think we're done with X.
We're done with X.
Yeah. Elon is done now again.
So the after this PTSD attack, the alarm goes off. Everybody's okay to go.
All clear.
The regular day.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, if this was a world that we lived in?
Oh God, it would be stressful.
Yeah. I don't think I would like it.
No.
Would you? So would you still, if there was like Godzilla warnings and stuff, would you still live in that area, like, or would you move somewhere else, you think?
Does Godzilla like going to like the major metropolitan areas there where he goes?
He does. I mean, he stomps on buildings and stuff, but he does come out of the water. So maybe if you just were like more inland
a little bit. Yeah. I think we're pretty safe here in Western New York. So maybe we would do that then, just relocate if we were on the coasts.
Yeah. Because I don't want to have to deal with that.
Like morning commuting.
Yeah.
All these kinds of things you have to worry about. And then on top of it all, snowfall. Now we're transitioning winter. And then Godzilla.
Yeah, what's worse, Godzilla or like blizzards?
I mean, that's a 50-50 toss-up.
It really is. You don't have to shovel Godzilla. I'm out here shoveling a lot of snow, guys.
That's true. I mean, actually, Godzilla could help, like, tamper the snow down, right? So you can, like, walk over it easier.
And he has, like, does he breathe fire? No, he has,
I don't know.
He has, like, electric powers.
Only takes that potion from D&D we were talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back in 1959. Underneath the Earth, they stumble upon like a whole.
How did they get down there again? No, I might have zoned out for this part. All of a sudden, they're underground with eggs. What happened here?
So the bombs that they laid intricately created cracks in the earth.
Oh, right.
For them to go down and find eggs.
But when they were down below, they were in some area that looked very dark, like they were in like a secluded cavern. But when they blew it open, it was just an open hole. So where did they go into?
Yeah, I don't know. That whole scene, that whole part was like just kind of thrown together. Like, all right, we need to get from point A to point B, and this is how we're going to do it. You're blowing up stuff, and then all of a sudden you found eggs and you're down there.
Gotcha.
Um,
Gotcha. Okay.
But before they get into like actually messing with the eggs,
Right.
we go back to 2015 and
God,
Kate.
Just want to see the eggs already. Yeah.
I know. She found in her father's safe that bag that we talked about, John Goodman's bag.
Full circle.
Yes, and in it is a bunch of like hard drives with like their oldie time hard drives.
Yeah.
So
Luckily, they know somebody. She's into crypto or whatever.
Exactly. She knows how to, hack that information.
Yeah.
And they're getting
She's
all
like
this
Sombra
info.
from Overwatch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She could hang anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the information, there's a pic of Kate's grandmother standing in like a giant Godzilla footprint. Paw print.
I don't know. Godzilla's got big paws.
And we see it's the woman from Kazakhstan.
That part was cool. We're like,
ties
cool.
it all together.
Mm-hmm.
We finally had we know what's going on.
Grandma, so she was in some footprint, and then we're back to them with the eggs.
Yes. So my question, so is this guy? We don't really know much about her father. There were a couple like flashbacks to her father being a real elusive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many secret families he has. So far, we're only at 2.
Right,
it might be more.
Oh,
but
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore is also part. He's with Michael Myers. No, like, do we know like what he does? Like, he's obviously involved in some sort of research or something, right?
Yeah. He had that office there, and it had that obligatory like map with post-it notes on it that she tore down.
Mm-hmm.
Computer science was what she said that she thought her half brother might be doing because Dad would be proud of that. So something to do with that stuff, I would imagine.
All right.
I don't know.
They
might have said to him.
Yeah.
I was looking at my phone for part of this.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I have to be honest about that.
He's being honest
with the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, meanwhile, back in the day, they're down messing with the eggs, poking at them and stuff like that.
That's what you do when you see
That's
large
exactly what you do.
eggs that are,
These people frustrated me so much.
Yeah.
Because
worst part of the entire show were these people.
Oh, by far. Everything about them, like when they did the explosions and the whole building, everything's crumbling down, cracks in the ground. They're just kind of standing there, like a foot away from all this. It's kind of like the director's like, okay, now look like tough, but like also a little scared and curious.
That was good.
And they're like,
yeah,
and it was stupid.
Yeah,
and then now they're down below dealing with these giant monsters. And the woman's like, I don't know if maybe she's obsessive or whatever, because she's like, I need more time. And like the whole place is just falling apart, crumbling around her.
Not safe, lady.
I was like, I need more time. And then like she gets basically eaten by tiny little, tiny.
We don't know if she got eaten or not. So but that was so weird. The floor was crumbling, but then all of a sudden all the eggs hatch, and then the floor stops crumbling, and they're crawling all over the floor to get to them.
It's true.
I was like, what happened here?
So I think maybe the crumbling caused them to hatch, and then
they had this like human centipede formation to grab up to her.
Yeah, they did.
Grabbed her down, and then they all disappeared into like an open floor though. The floor crumbled then.
So basically, they're like giant, maybe like 3-foot cockroaches.
Sure.
So we could compare them to.
Yeah.
And she's trying to climb up the rope, and she gets taken down into some pit.
But it looks like the pit had opened up. I'm like, where did that pit open up before? They crawled on it to get to you. Now all of a sudden the pit's open.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened either there.
But into nothingness, and then we roll credits on the first episode.
And the pit is like completely black because somehow there's a ceiling on top of them, even though they blew open the whole rooftop before, which I was still confused about. But
I'd like to see some blueprints.
Yeah,
I want to see some maps, some schematics.
To
this whole area.
Yeah,
make it make sense, people.
Yeah.
We want to know what's going on.
So let's go back to modern day, or 2015. What happened then?
Yeah, that's it. That was the end of the show.
So we didn't get any conclusion anyway.
Yeah,
that's right.
No. We got to tune into the next
episode. She fell
down
the hole. Grandma.
Credits. Grandma fell in the hole. The two guys, Anders and Wyatt Russell,
horrified.
They go back to the car, make out, and then it's like a whole different. Now this didn't happen.
No, I was like, I missed all on this.
You were too busy looking.
I love that part. That was a good part.
Like, well, Grandma's gone.
And yeah. I mean, didn't happen. You'll have to watch the show and see if that's how it ends. Post-credit scene.
Exactly. You just have to wait and see. Now, were you hoping? I know you were hoping for Mothra to show up at some point. Were you disappointed?
Well, we barely got to see Godzilla, so
it was just flashback Godzilla. We didn't even get to see any like current Godzilla.
No. So I mean, was
We
I
saw a
disappointed?
spider.
Was not disappointed in that. No.
We saw one large spider,
I mean, so favorite
one
parts?
large crab.
I liked seeing Japan.
Okay.
Japan's always a fun place to watch.
Yeah,
to
I've
look at.
also wanted to go to Japan.
Yeah. And did this make you want to like book that ticket?
If there's no Godzilla in our world, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Then yeah.
Like that marketplace, the dark marketplace with the neon lights, and they're eating
Yeah.
their like ramen. That looks really good. I want to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, one giant spider, one giant crab, and then flashbacks of Godzilla.
Yeah, 10 seconds of Godzilla.
And then bugs.
Bugs. I guess
Giant bugs.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, so for me, the monster variety that was featured, a little low for me.
What if
here we
this
go.
guy was there? King Caesar.
King Caesar looks like one of those guys from Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah, but way
Yeah.
scarier.
Yeah.
I
mean, they were scary too. Do you remember them?
They were scary for little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I found a list of like
So what are these?
The coolest. This is like the monsters, Godzilla monsters ranked from like shittiest to coolest.
Rodan?
Yeah,
Like the
Rodan.
sculptor?
Well, it's like a giant, like a
Pokemon.
giant, like he does look like Charizard. King Kong is
Wait, King
8.
Kong's is one of the crappiest monsters from him?
Well, no. So there was 35. This is the top 10.
Oh, okay.
Anguirus is like a weird, it's like
Like
maybe like a Stegosaurus,
or something.
Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, cool.
I like this one's name.
Ooh,
Destroya. With a Y-A-H.
This one's
on the
great.
end.
That's like a demon with a unicorn
Yeah,
horn.
this is like a death metal band
yeah, absolutely.
name. Gigan. It's like a
What is
robot
that
monster.
Interesting.
Mothra.
There we go.
Number 4.
Ooh, number 4. Amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let's go back to Mothra for a second. Take a look. See,
Cool.
just dust flying the whole city.
Shitting webs on everything.
Yeah,
or whatever.
webs and just like toxic dust.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Violante.
What
I
is
don't
that?
know,
A
just like
giant
the Mexican version or whatever.
crocodile? I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty big and pretty scary.
Yeah.
Mecha Godzilla, the robot version.
That's a tough one.
Look at how cool that is.
Mhm.
It's like the Power Rangers Zords or whatever.
and
then
bit of foam.
Number 1, Ghidorah,
Ooh.
which is the one with the 3 heads.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
Godzilla's not in the top 10 of his own.
Yeah, I don't
program.
know. I didn't look at the previous ones. I really thought he was going to be number 1. It was a big surprise when he wasn't.
Amazing.
All right. Well, that was our episode of Monarch
wait a minute, before we
Legacy
talk
of
about it, like,
Monsters.
what about? Did you ever play that Godzilla game?
Which
And
one?
It was like in the arcade, and you could pick from one. Moth was one people you could pick.
Oh no, I never played it. I played Rampage. Do you ever play Rampage?
Oh.
Where like you could pick
Maybe
the
that's
monkey
what I'm thinking of.
or
and you
the.
can play. There was no Mothra in that one. I think there was a
No.
Mothra game though too. But yes,
I think there was.
I know what you're thinking of, and that was what I meant. When you climb the building, and
Yeah, and you got to eat
things.
people and smash things.
Yes, that was a
Yeah.
good game.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Maybe Rampage 2 had a Mothra.
No, I think it was a Godzilla game on my Nintendo I had.
Okay,
It
I
was
do remember
terrible,
a
I
Godzilla
believe.
game.
I think it was terrible. But I think you could play 2 players, and one player was Godzilla, and 2 players was Mothra. So I kept making my brother play Godzilla, so I could actually play Mothra.
This sounds familiar.
Right?
This sounds familiar. Yeah.
Anyway, so we can go back
Yeah.
to talking about it now.
Well, that was the first episode. But before we get into that, I just want to talk about something that's very important. Something we're seeing a lot of lately,
Oh, okay.
and previously as well.
Oh.
Nepo babies. Let's talk about them. Wyatt Russell, son to Kurt and Goldie Hawn.
Well, this is funny you just said this. Now, I just saw this amazing TikTok from Susan Sarandon's son. Have you seen this?
No.
It's really funny. It was about like, I think it was called like Nepo Baby Rises or something.
Really?
And it's like making fun of himself. And it was, but I didn't know that he was her son.
Yeah.
And so it shows him like, I wake up and it's really difficult for me to get
Does
up.
he look like her?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
And he was just trying to talk about his day and like doing this, and he's like, and then I go see my mom, and he opens up the door, and you see her, and then it's Susan Sarandon, and she like looks at him like, oh my god, like she's like pissed that he's there.
Oh.
And then it was just
Was
really
it Miles?
Let's take a look.
Miles
I think that might be
Robbins?
him. He doesn't look like that anymore, but maybe that's him.
Okay. Or then the other one is Jack Henry Robbins.
I don't know what. Maybe it was that one.
He's a filmmaker now living in LA.
It may be that one. I'm not sure, but it was very funny.
He's also an actor. So yeah, could be either of them.
but I really enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, Tim Robbins, Susan Sarandon. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. It's not on my list.
No.
I have a list.
Okay, let's do it.
So so Wyatt Russell, yeah, son to Kurt Russell and
And
Goldie Hawn.
I had not heard of him before this. You knew him.
Half sibling, yes, but I didn't put two and two together until this moment.
Okay.
Half brother to Oliver and Kate Hudson.
We love Kate.
Yes.
I don't know Oliver Hudson.
Angelina Jolie. Let's play this game. Do you know who her father is?
Yeah. Kurt Vonnegut.
John Voight.
Oh yeah.
You were on the right track. Jane Fonda.
Her father, Peter
Yeah.
Fonda. What's his name?
Henry Fonda.
Oh, yeah.
I think, right?
Maybe it was Peter Husband. I said Peter.
Liza Minnelli.
Oh, I know that one. Judy Dench.
Judy Garland. Nick Cage.
I don't know this one.
So his uncle is Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, interesting.
And whose daughter
Sophia
Coppola.
Yes, I know that one.
Yeah.
I love how I got Judy. What's her name?
Yeah,
wrong?
Judy Garland.
Judy Gold.
Yeah, you gotta turn in your gay card.
I know.
Ben Stiller,
Okay.
Jerry Stiller.
I don't know who
You
that
know,
is.
he's the guy from Seinfeld. He was the father.
Oh, that's his dad?
Serenity now.
Yeah. That was. Oh
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know that. That's funny.
Carrie Fisher.
Okay, I know this one. Yeah, Billy Lord.
Wow, yes. So her daughter is Billy Lord.
Yeah, and
Carrie
their mother
Fisher,
is don't tell me. This is gonna take me a second.
Yeah.
But I know her. She's really famous.
Yeah.
Everybody loves her. She was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Rhymes with Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
Yes.
I saw her house on an LA's tour. I didn't go into it, but drove by it.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh well, yeah. Diana Ross. I
Right,
know this one. I
right.
love Tracy Ellis Ross.
Rashida Jones.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. No, Rashida Jones is.
I know someone famous also, but I forget.
It is Quincy Jones.
Oh, right.
Peggy Lipton.
Ooh.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Blythe Danner.
Yes, I'm very surprised you got that one.
Well,
that was a
I
good
just mentioned her the other day about being. Wait a minute. No, you weren't with me. I mentioned that it was in New York City. That Taylor Swift was going out to dinner with what's his name?
Travis Kelce.
No. She was in town and she was visiting her good friends. Who he owns Mint Mobile.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds and Blythe Danner.
I saw that.
No, I was like, I think you might mean Blake Lively. I don't know if she's been with Blythe Danner. I'm like, but that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Danner.
That would be great.
So anyway.
She should be hanging out with Blythe Danner.
Right? Amazing. So thank you. Yeah. That's why Blythe's in my mind.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis,
Mm.
Tony Curtis, and Janet Leigh are her parents.
Oh, wait. Is that the woman who was in the Psycho? Oh,
Yes.
cool.
And then we got the new class.
There's more.
Dakota Johnson, you know who she is? She's like an actress. Her parents are Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson.
I know Melanie Griffith, yeah.
Jack Quaid,
Mm-hmm.
he's the son of Dennis
Quaid.
and Meg Ryan.
Mm.
Lily Rose Depp,
Mm.
Johnny Depp. Yep.
And Amber Heard.
Miley Cyrus,
Tony Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Ray Cyrus.
Tony Ray Cyrus.
That's his brother.
And then you have like the Jenners,
Oh, right.
you know,
right,
the whole family.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
like the Hadids.
Yep.
So
And then who's the other one too? Who else was on that show?
oh yeah, Kardashians.
Yeah, the Kardashians. No, not them. Wasn't there someone else in that show too?
I don't know. I never watched the Real Housewives or
no, Tori Spelling.
Oh,
I know I think of
Tori
her.
Spelling.
Right? You didn't talk about her.
Aaron Spelling.
Exactly.
Yes.
And of course,
There's-
Candy.
There's so many. And then there's like a ton like that I had like all the cool hip people would probably know who these people are, but I'm like, okay, I don't know who any of these people are.
Right.
But like I said, like Cindy Crawford's daughter looks exactly like her. She's out there doing her model thing now, and like there's just
Bernice Crawford.
Bernice Louise Crawford. She's out there.
DLC.
Yeah, shaking her to shaking her money
Drinking her
maker.
Pepsi and shaking her tush.
Oh yes, that Pepsi.
Right.
All right, let's get back to Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. This is a new Apple TV Plus show. There's 10 episodes going to be out. They're out weekly. 2 of them are available right now.
Yeah.
And I want to know, Keith, what is your rating for the show based on the First Ep scale 1 to 10?
I'm going to give it a 5.
A 5er?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh my God. We hardly ever agree.
I know.
It was perfectly fine.
It was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I think it has the ability to go up.
Yeah.
I believe. I think it's going to go up.
If you like this stuff, watch it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Once we start getting more of the backstory, maybe seeing some more monsters, I think it's just going to go up. I don't think it's going to get any shittier.
I mean, it wasn't shitty. It was just kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you like this stuff, you'd be very happy with it.
Absolutely.
Like for me, this stuff is interesting, but I don't love it. So for me, it was like,
yeah.
But again, if you love Godzilla, you saw the movies and you want to see more, go for it. This is your world,
right?
Maybe explore it.
Yeah, and it does set up the world very well, like a world where monsters just exist, and we're trying to figure it out. Now, I don't know really what the plot of the show is.
Yeah.
It's just right now, it's just really based on those 3 people in the past.
Right, they started it.
Because the new...
And there's like 3 people in the current time, 2015 too.
Yeah, but they're focused on this bag from the past, so it's all going back to the past.
Right.
So we'll see how this ties in. Maybe they're the reason that Godzilla woke up again in the future. I don't know how it's going to tie into King Kong, if there's any ties to King Kong other than John Goodman being on that Kong Skull Island or whatever. So, it's definitely, like you said, it does the monster thing. It fleshes out all that lore and story. It's an Apple TV show.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
well
always really well made and good. So I will definitely watch more of it, and I do think it'll, by the end, the average of the episodes will probably be above a 5. But I think for right now, it did everything. It was a show, and it was we watched.
I don't regret watching it at all. It was fine. Yeah, I liked it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Give it a chance.
There we go. We gave it
Peace a chance.
We give it a chance along with Peace, and and while you're giving Peace a chance, check out
5 stars.
Check out, give us 5 stars. Go to our YouTube channel, Pop Culture Playground. Subscribe to that. Like everything. We want you to just be we want to be in your life, just nonstop, shirtless.
Oh, right. That's a theme today.
Yeah. And then also you could check out the audio version, the podcast version, anywhere podcasts are found. Just type in First Eps, hit subscribe. Bam, you got all the episodes, all 6,343 episodes of First Eps.
They downloaded. I was just checking my phone. I've got them downloaded.
Exactly.
They're on there. I went on a trip, and I was like, oh, I could just listen to all these past episodes.
There you go.
And I did.
Nice. The first ones are probably a little rough. But
no, those were my favorite ones. I started number 1.
There you go.
1.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then check us out on TikTok and Instagram. A bunch of new content being pushed out daily. So, check us out there. What else? Anything else?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're getting into holiday season.
I know, now. Hallmark movie season.
I don't know.
So
we're gonna watch.
I'm just gonna tell you, there was one thing that I wanted to do, but I figure we'll wait until we get a little bit. We're in that transitionary period between Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah,
there's
just generic fall.
Yeah, fall.
I mean,
but starting now, every day there's a new Christmas something coming out.
Really?
From now until Christmas. And I was just reading all it was just a list, and I was just reading the titles of them, and I was like, this is gonna be a bit because they're ridiculous.
Okay.
There's so many the Great American Family Channel and Hallmark and Freevee and everybody's making these shitty Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. So, but on top of that, though, December has a ton of amazing new series coming out as well. So we're gonna have to,
well, maybe we'll do one with that, and then we'll do mini episodes of the other ones.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then on top of that, we need a little good maybe Christmas Vacation or something for us in there. We're hard at work here.
Yeah. Oh my God, every day for you all out there. But it's not hard for us because we
love what we do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. You never work a day in your life when you love what You do. All right, we're out of here. We'll see.
The way you looked at me, I'm like, what did you
Are
want?
did you think, like, are we kissing right
The
now?
way you looked, I'm like, what was he doing there? It looked like you were like ready to just to pucker it up. I'm like, okay, here we go.
I can't wait to go back and see.
You gotta see what your face was before I did
was.
that. Yeah, it was great.
You're like, oh, this is happening. We're just gonna smooch now.
Holiday magic happens, people, even here.
Exactly. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time with more First Eps.
Bye.
My name is Eric.
Real low energy today.
Let's get this out. Here, give me your dips. tweak each other's dips. All right. Tits out.
I comply, no problem.